Hey trainers, how's it going? Angel of the Night here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. If you are, go ahead and drop a like and post your comments down below. I'd like to hear from you guys what you think about this series. So we are getting into day number 2 matches, and as you can see, our rating right now is 1465. Not necessarily in the positives, but we did drop to the negatives here with this team. We are going to try to bring this back. So here we go, battle number 16. Our opponent is going to lead off with an Incineroar and a Gholdengo. We're going to come in here with our Sneasler and our Indeedee. Now with that being said, it's going to activate the Psychic Surge, which is the Psychic Terrain setup. And of course, the Incineroar is going to go for the Intimidate, which can't be affecting the Sneasler due to the Clear Amulet. So here we go, we have a couple of different options. One, we can go for the Rock Slide and try to damage 2 Pokemon at once. Obviously not really effective to the Gholdengo, but if we can get the flinch, that could be huge. We could technically go for the Protect, or we could go for a close combat into Incineroar, but that's not really necessarily always the best choice because Incineroar could technically go for a Tera Ghost. So right now, as you can see, I'm kind of trying to decide what my options are. Best options, I think, so far is the Rock Slide into the Incineroar and the Gholdengo. We could technically go for the Follow Me here and try to redirect all moves into the Indeedee, but that also poses the question as well, are we going to get hit by a Make It Rain from the Gholdengo? Not sure. So here we go, we've got the Rock Slide, and we've got the Follow Me. Looks like the Gholdengo is going to go in for the Nasty Plot, so that's actually going to boost up the special attack of the Gholdengo. Now, the reason why you're going to want to do this with Gholdengo is because obviously once you use a Make It Rain, your special attack drops drastically. So one Nasty Plot is usually a good choice. Incineroar, of course, not able to attack that turn due to the fact that we got the flinch. So we're pretty much just going to go in here, we're going to lock in the move, we're going to go for the close combat into the Incineroar. That's going to be able to pick up the KO due to the fact that it's super effective. We've also dropped the defense and special defense of our Sneasler, which is not necessarily a good thing, but the fact that we got the Incineroar out, that's pretty huge. Gholdengo, of course, getting a little bit greedy there, going in for a second Nasty Plot, and of course we're going to retaliate with a little bit of a Psychic move here. Now that is a boosted Psychic because of the Psychic Surge, obviously not going to be able to do much damage to the Gholdengo. Now, of course, the next Pokemon coming in is going to be the Blood Moon Ursaluna. Now, Blood Moon Ursaluna is a big threat Pokemon, so you gotta remember that this thing's either gonna go for Tera Ghost or Tera Normal. So they're actually gonna withdraw the Blood Moon Ursaluna here. They're gonna swap out to Porygon 2. Now, if I locked into close combat, this would actually be able to hit the Porygon 2 here. Now, it did get the Trace with the Poison Touch, so that's something. We're gonna go for the Follow Me here with the Indeedee, which is gonna redirect moves into the Indeedee itself. Obviously, if the Blood Moon was still in play and went for the Hyper Voice, it wouldn't be affected by Follow Me. But we did manage to get the close combat off onto the Porygon 2, which is pretty awesome. Plus, we also got the Poison Touch, so that way that Evolyted Porygon 2 is not going to be able to stay in there for too long, or it's just going to basically die due to the poison. The Gholdengo, of course, at a +2 special attack boost, actually comes in and rips us right apart. Rips us a new one there. Indeedee and Sneasler are down and out, leaving us with 2 Pokemon remaining on my team. Porygon 2 losing a little bit of health there due to the poison, which is okay. We still have the Psychic Terrain set up, so we're going to bring in Ninetales and Exeggutor now. With that being said, once Ninetales hits the field, it's going to activate the Drought ability, which is going to activate the Sun. Now, of course, our Exeggutor has the Chlorophyll ability, which means that it's actually going to be faster in that situation. So with the Ninetales, we have a couple of options. We can go for the Heat Wave, which would actually be quite decent to be able to pick up a KO off onto that Gholdengo. We could go for the Weather Ball, or we could go for a, Tera Blast or whatnot. But anyways, we're gonna lock in here. We're gonna see a Terastallization from our opponent here. Looks like Gholdengo is gonna Terastallize into a Water-type Pokemon. And this is definitely something that you don't want to see, because if it goes for the Tera Water, any fire moves that we actually try to go for here are not going to affect that thing at all. We do manage to go for the Expanding Force. Luckily, we pick up the KO on both Pokemon. This is actually pretty wild here, considering the fact that we were down, quite down here in the match. So this is going to be a pretty big comeback here. Next Pokemon coming in, obviously, is the Blood Moon Ursaluna. And that Pokemon is going to be a big problem Pokemon. If we don't get the opportunity to take this thing out, which, it could be bad, could be a bad situation here. We're going to go in for the Solar Beam into the Ursaluna, and of course with the Exeggutor, it's a toss-up between Leaf Storm and Expanding Force. So we're going to select Leaf Storm here, something you guys don't normally get to see, and that is able to get the win. We pick up the KO onto the Blood Moon Ursaluna, and that is awesome. So good game to my opponent. If you guys enjoyed the battle, give it a big thumbs up, post your comments, and I will catch you guys in the next match. Peace out.